You know what I like about this candle? Nothing. Candy corn for real.
Yeah. Oh, man. That smells like the old witch's cauldron.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Kelley, and this is Video Ghoulash. If you don't like porn, you can get right the out of here with it, because you ain't gonna dig on this, man. This guy's opinion.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on, YouTube?
Yeah, welcome everybody.
Here we are, baby, halfway to Halloween.
It is halfway.
It is. I got some tea. I'm drinking some tea out of my special flamingo glass. Some tea. It's a Libby. For you, vintage.
So 183 days, 6 hours, probably 4 hours for you. 57 minutes, 27 seconds until Halloween.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was missing the comments. I had to turn the comments on, dude. I totally missed it. Yeah. Put this out of the way. Who do we have up in here today? We got some folks.
I'm gonna put this up on the screen. We'll explain it here in a minute. But yeah. Warning. This product contains nicotine. I quit smoking back in January. And in order for me to not like choke people, I started vaping a little bit. So it gets my nerves down a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Astro Rob. Oh, check that out. Hope the alien abduction is coming along still. I can only catch you guys for about an hour.
Oh, Astro Rob.
Yep. Just show them a little preview.
We'll get into that. I got a funny story about that one, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's ready. It's coming this Halloween.
Yeah, it is definitely ready. Now, speaking of ready, is there going to be a candle of that one?
I don't know yet. Gotcha. As strong as it is in the melt, I mean, it's possible.
Right on.
It is possible.
I want to jump on these comments here real quick just to say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Prescott Henry. Hey, what's up, man? Black Cat, Scarecrow, Halloween, Graveyard Fog, Candy Corn, and Graveyard Night. Yeah, man. Getting ready. Cynthia, always good to see you. Always good to see you.
Todd
Carrie
in the
C.
house.
Yeah.
Mr. Mansion.
Mr. Mansion. We got a special message for you, my brother.
Yeah.
Dante Renee, 10 Room Bizarro. We are very glad that you're here. Talk about it, Virgil.
Yeah. If you go to the top of my page, you can find my email address. Yeah. Hit us up, Mr. Mansion. We got something special for you. I think you might like it.
Yeah. Zythorn, what is going on? I think Zix. I don't know. How do you pronounce that? I'm gonna call you Thorn, bro. Like Halloween 6.
Yep.
There's our boy Todd Kramer, who is what a talent, man. What a talent.
Yeah. You guys really need to check out his painting videos.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of comes off, not nonchalant, but he's pretty damn talented, man. The way this guy paints, I mean, he's got like dark paintings. His music, by candlelight. Oh my God, Dude, I'm addicted to some of those songs, man.
Got some ripping tones coming out of there, baby. Some riff-tastic ripping tones. I'm digging.
Mhm.
We got Kent. All right, Kent. I love Kent, man.
Oh,
Pear
yeah.
Bird, right? Yeah. Danny D.
Oh, I didn't see Danny. Is she on?
Yeah, she is here.
Sweet.
Always good to see Danny D. What's up, Adrian? And Rose and Sarah. Always awesome to see Sarah. Always awesome. All right.
The gang is all here.
Yeah, buddy.
So we got a
What up, Infinite IO? What up, Infinite IO? Ponky. What's going on?
we got a few things to go over today, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we were gonna do like a little preview, be like, hey, you know, working on this scent. And we decided we're just gonna show every scent that I'm gonna have this year for Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, if Kringle or Yankee wants to dupe it, they don't have enough time. Not enough time there.
Well, let's get into what you got coming up, Virgil.
Like video wise,
on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, I just got in a little Goose Creek haul today, actually. Might go over these. This one, oh my God. Lost in Nature. This thing is freaking amazing.
The luxury line. I've had that in my cart for a minute. I need to do a Goose Creek order. I really do.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna bring one thing to the table with Goose Creek. They had a mountainside scent called Mountainside. It was pretty awesome. Reminded me a little bit of Stone and Moss, which is one of my favorite things they ever did.
Mm-hmm.
And this one I'm burning is not throwing.
Oh,
it is the first Goose Creek thing I've ever lit that's not throwing. I ain't pleased about it, man.
How many burns are you in?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you haven't got it by now, I don't think you're going to get it.
I had a bad feeling when they dropped into Walmart. We'll see.
Did you hear, I guess there's some ramblings on the internets about Yankee coming out with a new Halloween scent for 2025 already?
No, but that's awesome.
Yeah. It is called Mystical Tarot Card.
Okay.
Yeah. See if you can see that.
That's some goofy ass label, but
yeah, and it's from a UK site, so they still have the fluted lids and the soy paraffin blend, but the scent notes on this one are pretty intriguing. It's mandarin, star anise, apple. The mid is cherry, leather, cinnamon bark, black licorice, and the base is moss, tonka bean, and vanilla.
Okay.
I mean, definitely gonna try it, but I mean that could be good.
Yeah, I mean, 2 things from that picture that I'm noticing, or just 2 comments I have, anyways. One is it looks like it's that damn soy blend.
It is.
You know what? I got to say about the soy blend, guys.
Let them have it.
Paraffin. But I will say, man, that does sound intriguing, dude. Enchanter's Spell, the only thing they brought out last year, and I don't like rose typically. I do not. And that thing, I love that, man. I thought it was really good.
Todd is correct.
Yes.
I don't know about that label, but I mean, it's 90% content, right? I mean, for me anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe 75, 25.
Yeah. What else you got coming up, man?
I got a bunch of Lee Mack Spooky Town pieces in last week. I got like 28 new pieces for my town. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Astro Rob asks, candles are we burning? Right now I'm not, Earlier in the day I was melting Top secret candle. No, I was melting a new wax melt I'm working on that smells a hell of a lot like this. Yeah, and no one's had a chance to test that yet, except for me.
Earlier, I was melting Beach Party. It was the first time I've ever tried it. It was really, really good. I'm a big fan of tropical and oceanside, beachside scents. And this kind of reminds me of Tiki Party. If y'all have ever tried that one, it's really awesome. It reminds me of that, but it's got kind of a creamier hit and a little outdoors hit, just a touch. It's really good. But right now, I'm melting this,
Yep.
which we're going to get into. We're going to talk about it.
Yep. Oh.
Do I know what it is? I bet I do.
I bet you do. No, there was a lot of people that have placed orders, within the last, couple months after I had all my prototypes already made.
Mhm.
And, I may have snuck in a prototype or two into some orders in the last, 2 or 3 months.
Mhm.
And I believe Danny may have attained one of those haunted houses.
Yep. Carrie C says, Yankee, bring back Haunted Hollow.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I keep this on my desk. Let me get the stupid camera. Don't want to focus. Whatever. Y'all see it. Y'all know what it is. I keep this on my desk to just dry sniff or cold sniff.
Yep.
I got a few things coming up I thought I'd hit. I know I talked about doing lives on like Saturday mornings or whatever. Basically what happened was I did that one and I hated the quality of it. It was terrible. I was using a laptop and the front camera was like 720 and I watched it back and it was just trash. I couldn't live with it. So just been setting everything up and trying to get some new equipment and everything like that, but it's still going to happen. Matter of fact, I'm closer than ever to doing it. This is going to be my background, I think, because this is just my life. And if I'm going to come on and do stuff I can't set up and spend a bunch of time doing that, I'm just too busy. So as long as nobody cares that they got this background they're looking at, I'm going to start doing some Saturday morning lives. And we got a few things coming up for that. I'm just going to do like a This Just In one because I got a few things, just random stuff that, some older stuff, some newer stuff. And then I thought I'd do a cold sniff box opening of Brass Coffin because I just got in some Brass Coffin stuff. And I know I've got a Witch Nose live that's going to come up. They're going to be releasing a few things kind of early, one of which is Dark Carnival, which you guys know I love that thing. So I'll be doing that. And then I'll probably do a full-on video of Brass Coffin after I get everything kind of melted and spend some time with it. And then as far as lives go, I've talked to Alex over at Lunar Light. We're going to do something, I just don't know when, but we'll do that. And then Virgil and Todd, we would love to do a live with you, Todd. So we're going to put that together too. So some fun stuff coming up on the live front.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I don't have any negative opinions on your background. My background looks a little crazy at the moment. But I mean this is like every day.
Yeah.
I know it's halfway to Halloween, but I mean, if you're watching this, every day's Halloween. You know that.
We try to keep it all year round. We're gonna do some giveaways tonight, aren't we?
Oh yeah. And Kent's right. Yeah, Nikki over at It's the brass coffin. Used to be Washington Wicks. Yeah, phenomenal scents. Phenomenal. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've been wanting to order from her since she was Washington Wicks. So
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah, and her stuff throws for the most part. Yeah, it's strong.
When
Definitely
we
strong.
got it in, it was I can smell it through the packaging. I'll tell you that. So I can't wait to open it, man, and get into it.
Yeah.
It smells so strong I was worried it was busted.
Yeah, Jen thought it something might have busted. It was so strong. I don't think anything's busted. I just think it's just
Yeah. So about 16 minutes in, you want to go over one of my special candles?
yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So I told you I was going to show you one of the most. Got to be careful with this. One of the most rarest Halloween candles known to man. I actually have two of them. I got two of them. If you saw this one on eBay and you wondered who bought it, yeah, that was me. This is Trick or Treat, one of the first Halloween candles, scented Halloween candles in jar form, like ever made. I think this goes back to like 1992, 1993, maybe 94, somewhere in there. But super, super rare. Still smells like candy corn. This one is not like in immaculate shape. If you watched one of my videos, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, I had bought a medium-sized jar from her side, and that thing belongs in a freaking museum. It is so pristine. Like the wax is in perfect condition, the label's perfect, the jar's perfect, the bottom sticker is perfect. Like you can't even go to Yankee Candle and buy a brand new candle that's in that condition. It's so good. Yeah. So that's yeah, excited to have that in my collection.
How do you think it ranks in the world of candy corn?
Well, second to mine, of course.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, though.
Yeah. So it's mine, Yankee Candle, and then Goose Creek.
Dang, that good, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah, the old Trick or Treat, the old candy corn. Yeah, it's good.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I got another one. We'll go over that here in a little bit. Very special. You want to do a giveaway while we're waiting, or you want to go over some of the scents?
Let's do a giveaway and then let's get into your. I mean, everybody's waiting for the Halloween 2025 South of Sanity. That's I think the main event. So let's do a giveaway and then let's start in there.
Make them wait just a little bit. All right. Well, which one did you want to do?
You make the call. What you want to do? And
want to do yours? Well, we'll do yours.
Yeah, sure. Where did I set it?
Right here.
Ah, it's right there. Duh. All right. Come over here, Jen.
Hi guys.
Hello, Jen.
Hey Virgil.
So
I sell like vintage clothing and stuff. This is a super cute little Halloweeny vest. It's not sized. It is handmade, but it's open, so it kind of fits all sizes. Got like your little scarecrows and pumpkins.
Yep. And I just upgraded my copy of Trick or Treat, so I figured halfway to Halloween, let me give away my Blu-ray of Trick or Treat. So we'll do that.
Hey Sarah.
We'll do that little that combo if anybody's interested in that. Let's see, what are we gonna ask?
You want to do my question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, being that we're doing halfway to Halloween, which is just proof that all of us creepy people will find any excuse. Sorry, I don't have like.
No, come on in.
We didn't really plan for me to be in here. We'll find any excuse to celebrate Halloween, which brings me to the other hugely popular term, Summerween.
Okay.
Which television show did this originate from? The term Summerween.
So that's the question. Summerween. What television show did that originate from?
My witch knows.
The Munsters.
Mm.
Should I give a hint?
I'd give it a second. Plus, maybe nobody wants my old Blu-ray.
Nobody wants
Yeah.
our stuff.
Nobody wants our old stuff.
I just got that 4K too. It's good.
Yeah.
Not Buffy, no. Okay, I'll give the first hint. It's an animated Disney series.
It's Disney?
Mhm.
No kidding.
Halloween trivia.
Halloween.
So animated Disney series. Okay, let's
All
see.
right, ready for the next hint?
Yeah, give the next hint.
Okay, it's about a young brother and sister that go to spend the summer in Oregon with their grunkle.
That's right, with their grunkle.
Not their uncle, their grunkle.
Mr. Manchin said it's a good question.
Are we the only dorks here that watch kid shows?
No, I mean, I don't think so. This is a really cool show, and I think there
Yep,
it is.
there it is.
Rose got it. Gravity Falls. And if you guys aren't familiar with Gravity Falls,
You gotta watch it.
you absolutely need to go watch Gravity Falls. I didn't even know it was a Disney thing, so don't hold that against it. Yeah, I mean, it was independent people did it though, so they just must have bought it to do it. But yeah, Gravity Falls. Rose has the
vest and the
vest and the Trick or Treat Blu-ray. Email me. It's just videoghoulash@gmail.com. Videoghoulash@gmail.com. Email me, and I will send you this. And yeah, there you go. First giveaway.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Vintage Halloween vest and Trick or Treat Blu-ray.
What do you want to do next?
Mr. Manchin, Gravity Falls is a wild ass cartoon. It is. It is. I would venture to say it's I mean, kids can watch it, but you'll enjoy it as an adult. It's really good. And it's got the full-on Summerween vibes, I'd say, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Camp vibes.
Halloween vibes,
The very
spooky
first
vibes.
episode has killer gnomes in it.
There's killer gnomes in the first episode. It's kind of got an X-Files feel to it. Pacific Northwest. It's awesome. Gravity Falls. All right, man.
Hey, Tommy.
Thanks,
You
Tommy.
wanna go over a couple of cents?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
You wanna do that one that we already showed since he's gonna have to leave early?
Yeah. Let's get into abduction for Astro Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, so abduction. Read those scent notes, brother.
Man, I had started working on this one from like the day it was mentioned on one of our last lives. All right, abduction. Dark forest floor, redwood, stainless steel, and blood. Yeah. So this is like my carnage. You know. It's not that crazy. It's definitely one of the most spookiest scents I've ever created.
And let's get it straight. It doesn't smell like carnage.
No.
You mean that in terms of that?
Oh, it reminds me of Carnage.
This thing's crazy.
Yeah, like off the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jen said it does remind her of carnage just a little bit. I know why.
Yeah.
The blood. and
Yeah.
the steel.
It's not real blood. It's oils that make you think you're smelling blood.
Oh, you love
Like
blood.
minerals.
Are you sure you didn't cut yourself open, put some blood in?
No, that would be illegal. But you'll notice your label was the first label I came up with, and then I realized this scent is way more spookier than that label. And so I ended up updating it a little bit.
So abduction.
Little more
Pig's
creepier.
blood, said J Car 12. They're all gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give the impression here, man. Because like it has such a gorgeous redwood, right? But I'm gonna tell you, like the steel is in there, the blood is definitely in there.
Yeah,
like no question.
So when I was I tried to do a background for all the scents that I put out there. So I was doing some investigations on okay, so like ghosts, supernatural stuff, doesn't really scare me, because I'm used to that, But aliens freak me the hell out. You don't play with aliens. And then I started one of the scariest movies I ever watched, Fire in the Sky. The Travis Walton story. And then I started, I wanted to look up to see what trees they were actually cutting in that movie. And I found out it was in the White Mountains in Arizona, which is about 3 hours from where I live, which is insane. I never knew Fire in the Sky, like the actual events that happened. We're only like 3 hours from where I live. And I'm in between Roswell and, where Fire in the Sky happened, like right in the middle. So that's pretty crazy. But if I was to use the actual trees that they were cutting when that happened, it would have either been like a Douglas fir or a ponderosa pine. Now, when I tried to blend the pine into, the what I wanted, it just wasn't working. So I went with redwood, which kind of gives it a little bit of like ozone-ish top, but it keeps it deep, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, the dark forest floor, I love it in here. Yeah. This is a really good scent. I think it might be a little more tame for people because of the forest floor, because of the redwood. Before you get the gnarliness, and it's good gnarly to me. I like steel, I like iron, stuff like that, and that was in what was in Carnage. So some of that iron, sharp iron, and blood. Mm-hmm. But this is a thing unto its own, and I'm a big fan of it. Jen,
I have a whole story about that.
We got a whole story about this. Before we get into that, though, I want to address some of these comments. We got Fire in the Sky, people talking Fire in the Sky, which is the first thing. Somebody said The Thing. The Thing, I just did a video where I had to give like the top 3 horror movies of all time, what I think are the top 3 horror movies of all time. And The Thing makes that list in the top 3 horror movies of all time. What a movie. And oh yeah, man, my dad was driving through that area at the time all that stuff was happening.
Oh.
Yeah. And Astro Rob says he's going to be at the Roswell event on the 4th of July. That's dope.
It's going to be hot over there.
That's dope.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated. And Roswell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys watched that show, that TV show from back in the day. But I love that show. Absolutely love that show, Roswell. But so this scent is, we got a funny story about this scent. You want to come?
Sorry, I was looking for your Roswell find.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this is hysterical. Oh yeah, I just found that. Yeah, I love Roswell, man. Yeah.
So my funny story is when Virgil sent the samples that didn't have the sticker on it, and it just had ABD, and we didn't know what that stood for, so we didn't know what it was supposed to be. And we're sitting there sniffing it, and I was like, and it must have been the redwood. I'm picking up paper scent. I'm like, it smells like paper, and I could smell the metal, so I was like, it kind of smells like rulers or a desk. And I was like, this is a haunted school desk. So I called it Ghoul School. And then
Yeah, she called it Ghoul School, which is great.
And then Virgil told us it's called abduction. So I was like, oh, no wonder. It's like a metal van with a kid's backpack in it. It's abduction. And then he was like, you are so demented. It's alien
I said, that's
abduction.
really
I was like, well, child
dark.
abduction is very scary. But in my defense, we just watched The Black Phone the night before.
I just made them watch The Black Phone because another great movie, by the way, a different type of abduction. I was like, if you really think that Virgil and we're gonna make some spooky sense based on child murder and children abductions, I don't think that's gonna happen. We're creepy, but we ain't twisted.
But then when he was actually melting it, I came home from work, and as soon as I came in the door, the smell hit me, and I didn't think. Sometimes these candles smell so real, I don't think it's a candle until I get closer to the room. And I thought I smelled like I was walking through a hospital. I thought, is there some kind of medical equipment in the house? Like, what's going on in here? It smelled like blood and metal, like I was in the OR.
Yeah, which so my mom, I've mentioned, she's going through some treatments and things like that, and so there are people that come to the house for physical therapy and stuff. So it's not out of the ordinary that medical equipment or something might be in here.
A fancy new product.
Yeah, no, wrong kind of abduction. And I showed my mom, by the way, Virgil, and she said that she was like, "Oh, abduction, like a." I was like, "No, what is wrong with? What is wrong with you?
Why does everybody go in that direction?"
I don't know." And then also, I'm reading these comments up here, y'all. Y'all are sick. The metal is for the ship. It's for the alien. It's not for a probe that goes in your butt.
Oh.
How do you know? How do you know that's not what I was thinking?
I ain't dissing anybody that likes the butt stuff.
No.
I don't think that's what you were going with. I didn't think you were like, yo, I got to make a scent about in your keister.
I was thinking, like there's this table, the aliens put you on, when they start doing, whatever they do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, and as far as I know, it could be a repressed memory. Maybe it happened.
Add your own poop smell. It's customizable.
Oh,
yeah. Todd said add the poop smell. Jen just said add your own poop smell, so it's customizable. Yeah, Carrie C. Black Phone is amazing, and if you guys don't know, that's Stephen King's son wrote that. Yeah, awesome. Astro Rob, he said, looking a chance, a smile of this scent tells me I'm gonna like it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy and funky and weird.
It's outside the box. I mean, most people don't think aliens when they think Halloween, but it's
why not?
It's spooky.
Why not? Can we go over another one then? Because I'm excited. I feel like this is in the same vein of creepy and weird and holds nothing back. We've talked about this before. I had I was going to show you guys this. I actually saw this. I came up with this idea for a scent. And, hey, look at that.
Hey, that's my first ever super chat.
Thanks, Matthew. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks again. Blueberry. Yeah.
Oh man,
blueberry's good, and that muffin, yeah.
So Matthew, Halloween night, I put it on my number one scent of 2024, and Apple Scarecrow. Virgil knows, one of my all-time favorites. If I want fall, I melt or burn Apple Scarecrow.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I had this idea of like doing a haunted video store. And I called it Dead Night Video. And this is actually the first I wrote down. As you guys see, so the ideas for the notes of Dead Night Video. A haunted video store with like a storm coming in. Vinegar Syndrome. You guys might know the company Vinegar Syndrome, which they're amazing. But vinegar syndrome is actually a real thing where film deteriorates and it gives it this kind of a vinegar smell. So that is where they got their name from. And also like part of the idea that I had, and having an idea, okay, it's an idea. I'm not a candle person that mixes stuff. I don't have my fingers in that pie. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a writer and I do films and do things like that. And people go, "Oh, I got an idea for a story." I'm like, everybody's got an idea for a story. You got to write it, like make it good, right? So yeah, I had the idea, but Virgil is the alchemist and the magician, and was able to mix things together. And let me tell you what, this is coming. This is coming 2025 Halloween line, Dead Night video. I'm going to go over the notes on that bad boy. Dead Night video is vinyl, plastic, dusty carpet, and petrichor. Think of about like a run-down haunted video store with a storm coming in. And my God, this thing is so good. And from my understanding, did you not say something about a candle?
Yes, there will be a candle of Dead Night video this year.
Woo! This thing smells amazing, man.
I'll check that out.
Just because I had an idea, whatever. The execution is where the brilliance is. And I mean, this thing is unbelievably good. You get the vinyl.
This is probably going to bring back memories for real, though.
That's the first South of Ghoulash collaboration.
South of Ghoulash, just what Jen just called that.
Yeah, no, you did kind of get the ball rolling on this one, and I wasn't sure, you know, when I first sent you that prototype, but yeah,
it's so good, man.
It's
you killed this.
It's good.
Yeah, you killed this. You get the plastic and the vinyl and the dusty carpet, and then like that haunted smell, which is like ozone or petrichor or whatever, which is like, you know, could be a storm, could also be, you know, a haunting. Yeah. Carrie, I kind of miss going to video stores and picking up movies. I don't kind of miss it. I miss it like all the way. Yeah. I would trade all this streaming in a heartbeat to go back to video. I still collect physical media. I have crazy VHS horror tapes that are worth stupid prices now that shouldn't be worth what they are, but they are. I love, man, you know, Virgil, going to the video store.
Oh, yeah.
It does smell like you walked into a video store
in the
90s that's been forgotten about and untouched. There's dust on the carpet, maybe little things growing in there.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was dead on. She said it just like it smells like you walked into a video store that's from the 90s and it's just been like a time capsule just left there. And maybe some rot set in and some stuff like that. That's what Dead Night video is, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Don't want to plug it too much, but I'll probably release the melts at the end of July, maybe early August. But the candles are going to come later. Yeah, they'll come later in the year when it's not so warm. I'm thinking late August, maybe early September. All of these will not be in candle form. Only the ones that perform the best, I'll release in candle form.
Yeah. And so candles are coming back, guys. I mean, that's the exciting. I know some of y'all been asking. And
it'll be a little different.
Yeah. But they're not just coming back, y'all. They're coming back like in the best form that they can come back. This is not a single wick scenario. I just bumped my camera grabbing this. Here's this bad boy right here. And I'm talking 2-wick. Yeah. Big. Yeah, there's the new label. Which I mocked up in AI. Virgil was like, let me do that. Like, I appreciate you letting me do that, man.
Yeah. No, that is Halloween night's pretty special,
It's a very special candle.
and it
It performs really well.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for people to get a hold of your new candles.
yeah, I got a few more that I may have ready for Halloween, but I've only started production on the ones that burn right, smell good, and smell like the melt. So
Yeah.
what I've been working on.
Yeah, man. It's just it's exciting, man. It's an exciting time.
And the size, they're going to be the same size as witch nose candles. If you guys bought any of those, I had actually bought a bunch of these jars. Like how long ago did I give you Black Pumpkin?
It's been a couple years. I think you gave me Black Pumpkin in 2023.
Yeah.
When did that come out? When did you release that? Was it 2023 or 2024?
I think it was 2024.
So you gave me the candle of Black Pumpkin in 2023.
But I was working on it back in 23.
Yeah, so he was working on it in 2023 on these 2 wicks.
Yeah, but see, the wider diameter, you get better throw. It's a lot easier to control the heat in the candle, I believe. But they're going to be 100% paraffin. 100% paraffin.
You heard it.
So they're going to burn different than what you're used to. If you're used to burning like paraffin, Yankee candles, Village candles, it'll be familiar to you. But it's not going to burn like a 3-wick Goose Creek or Bath and Body Works or soy Kringle. It's going to burn slower. You may not get a full burn on the first melt, maybe not even the second, but I guarantee you by the third or the fourth, it'll be.
Yeah, I've burned this 3 times, and you guys, I'm gonna try to, if you can really look close to see how the light plays, that's like a 1/4 of an inch that I haven't got to yet. We're on the 3rd burn. It throws. That's how it's supposed to burn. This is how it's supposed to burn. Let me tell you something too. I'm gonna say it because you won't, Virgil. Because you're nice. Paraffin is the format you want if you want as close to the scent as you can possibly get. That's not a wax melt. I don't give a crap. This soy crap. I've read all the damn research and clean burn. It's a bunch of crock of crap. Soy doesn't burn any cleaner than paraffin. So, you guys, these candles are awesome. I can't friggin' wait for people to get a hold of that Halloween night, dude. Ooh.
I just started warming up the double boiler.
Oh, tell them about it, man.
It's going to take a minute for it to warm up.
Okay.
You want to go over another one?
Let's go over another one then.
Yeah. You want to go over the one that's going to have 2 different labels? Or do you want to save that one?
No, let's go over it now since we already got into probes with these freaks out here.
All right.
Since they're into the kink.
So I got.
What did you call it?
A melt that's coming out this year. It's going to have 2 different labels. A normal label and then like a riskier version. But it's called Goth. Leather, clove, smoky firewood, and pheromones.
Pheromones.
If you remember on the live last year, I talked about I was working on a scent that had actual pheromones in it. The fragrance oil pheromones, which is like a musk. And it's ready. Candle form, I'm still working on it. I'm not sure if it's going to come out, but
there's your
he's got the risque version.
Risque version.
Tell, it's like leather handcuffs and like some red and black lace.
And I do have the candle as well.
Yeah, so that's the risky version, and then here's going to be the normal version.
If you like leather,
yeah,
and I don't mean that fake cologne crap leather. I mean, like real leather. This is fresh.
You opening it, I feel like there's a leather jacket in the room.
She feels like there's a leather jacket in the room for me opening it. This isn't like old leather either, like a dusty old leather, which is a cool smell, but this is not that. This is like fresh leather.
This is like the X-rated version of Eddie's leather jacket.
I like that.
The X-rated version of Eddie's leather jacket.
I like that.
Y'all got that Bath and Body Works, which was good, but it's kind of cologne or whatever. But nah, this is really authentic, dude. You killed this. What's the notes on this?
Leather, clove, smoky firewood, and pheromone musk.
Pheromone musk, yeah.
So a lot of people don't know. Back when I was in college, I was a DJ. I would DJ at bars or parties or whatever. But they asked me. I got the chance to DJ at this Gothic club in Texas, and on Halloween night. So when I think of Gothic, it makes me think of Halloween. I mean, just me.
I'm with you, man. Smut, yes. We got a question. Let me find that question. Matthew's asking what the price point's going to be on the candles.
Oh, the candles. The 2 wicks are going to be $25.
$25 on the 2 wick. Yep.
Until inflation kicks in. I should charge more, honestly, but I do this, because I want other people to, try my stuff, and if I was to charge what I think, like all my time is worth, they'd be $100 a piece. but yeah, $25 for the 2 weeks.
Yeah, and what a scent, man. The clove it's kind of in the back, but it's friggin' gorgeous. It's like a nice smoke and leather, like a fresh leather is mostly what I get. That musk kind of haunts the whole thing. You can't pick it out as like a note other than that you think this is, it's like sexy leather, right?
So there was a few people that I sent these out to test. Not a lot this year, just a few. But I didn't tell them it had pheromones in it. I wanted to see if if they said anything about it. Like, hey, I let this melt, and then
I was horny.
My wife was pregnant or something.
She's been barren for 20 years.
Yeah, it's been barren for 20 years, but damn, we lit that up and
just saying,
twins on the way.
So my alternative name for it works in multiple ways.
That's right. Jen smelled this and called it Feast of Flesh.
Yeah.
So just, there you go.
Want to do another one?
Yeah, why not? Let's keep on rocking.
Let's do a gourmand. Yeah. Once we get halfway through, I'll do the special one.
What about this?
Yeah, we can do that.
Pumpkin spice latte. Kent asks, but before we move on here, Kent asks, does werewolf have pheromones? I feel you, dude. Werewolf is one of my all-time favorite South Sanity scents. It makes me like, that way, but it also makes me want to beat the crap out of somebody.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's one of those ones that I've heard like women when they smell it, they're like, damn, that's sexy. And when dudes smell it, they're like, that's creepy and I kind of want to fight.
Yeah.
Which is like probably what a male pheromone. And you did that with no pheromones.
Yeah. So, but when I was mixing goth,
smell that.
The musk that I used in goth, that had pheromones, smelled a lot similar to werewolf a little bit.
Yeah. Jen just asked if she could eat this. Yes. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is that good.
No, do not eat the wax milk. So this is a pumpkin spice latte, but it's heavy on the coffee. It's coffee forward, pumpkin spice, cream, nuttiness second.
Pumpkin spice cream nuttiness second, coffee forward, 100%. I drink all my coffee black. I hate putting stuff in my coffee. Every once in a while, though, around Halloween, I'll go grab a special treat. And even when I do, though, I'll do like half or like less than half of the sugar. And this, I don't know, man, this vibe's like an authentic, not like a big chain sweet garbage thing. It's like you went somewhere.
Like you went to Caribou.
Like Caribou, you know, yeah, like somebody really good.
More flavor than sugar.
More flavor than sugar, and that's what that is, man. This has such an awesome coffee scent in it. Which, by the way, what was that coffee you got? Devil's brand coffee.
Yeah, that one it didn't sell very well, so I took it down. But the same coffee note, if you got to try Devil's Coffee, is in pumpkin spice latte. There's a little bit of Devil's Coffee in there.
And but, I believe it, man. That Devil's Coffee is better than like I wish people would have tried it because I don't know, man. There's something about nostalgic about the aroma of coffee, like really good coffee like that. And it's like a dry coffee. It's not like, I don't know, it's not candy coffee or crap like that. It's like a nice, real and nostalgic coffee, black coffee. It's awesome. Yeah. Almost like the grounds more than the coffee itself. So good. So good. Yeah, Adrian, I'm with you. I think, I usually don't go for pumpkin spice latte or pumpkin spice coffee scents. This thing is amazing. I can't wait to melt this.
Yeah, we'll do a little
crown, bro.
Want to do a quick giveaway real quick.
All right. Yes, I am a hardcore coffee drinker.
All right. So I got, the grand prize, and then I got, that melter. Did you want to do your question for the melter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
So show them what's up.
We got this Scentsy Nightmare Before Christmas wax warmer.
All right.
Don't make those anymore. But it's going to be a brand new one in a box.
Nightmare Before Christmas Scentsy warmer. Awesome. All right. So here's the giveaway. Here's the question. And you can't find this on my IMDb either, so I'm gonna give you a hint. But the question is, what is the first professional movie role set? Okay, movie. We'll say movie. What's the first professional movie I ever worked on? And the hint is, it's a slasher. And I'll tell you, it's not. It's one everyone's heard of. But you have to name the exact one.
So you're saying there's multiples?
Yep. So that's another hint. There's more than one of these. It is a franchise. Astro Rob, thanks for joining us, man. We got Friday the 13th remake. No, I wish. I love that movie, by the way.
Somebody's close.
You got Halloween. Nope. Not Resurrection.
Somebody is close.
Somebody is very close.
Yeah.
Somebody is very close. They're in the franchise.
Can't go with the first one, though.
Yep. Can't go with the first one.
All right.
Ooh, Tommy. Close again. Close again.
Give him a hint about maybe where it was filmed.
Okay. The hint is it was filmed in Georgia.
So close.
So close.
There we go.
Witch Nose comes in. Scream 2. That is the first professional acting role I ever did.
Very cool.
Not even in the damn thing.
No, Mr. Ghostface, I want to be in the sequel. So badly
Yeah.
wanted that to be the hint.
I was an extra way back in the day. They filmed it at Abernathy College here in Georgia.
St. Agnes College.
Or is it,
right?
yeah, St.
Decatur.
Agnes. Yeah, St. Agnes in Decatur. It's a girls' college, but in the movie, right, in Scream 2, it's a regular college, so they had to bus in all the dudes. I was one of the dudes, and I was not on camera, unfortunately, in the final mix. But rad to be on a set like that. That was an experience. So congratulations, Melissa and Chris over at Witch Nose. Yes, baby. Hit Virgil up.
Yeah, I think I got the address already. All right, so before we go on to the next ones, I want to go over the Holy Grail.
Oh, here we go.
The Holy Grail candle.
Here we go.
Be careful, very careful. All right, so I've been searching for this candle for years. If you guys, know Halloween candles, you probably know which one it is. But about 2.5 years ago, Shane did a live on this candle, and I love that guy to death. But I rewatched that live like 3 times, and he never really explained what it smelled like. Never.
I'm going to tell you. There it is. Bring it on, man. Show them. I watched this live not too long ago from him, and I turned it off after about 20 minutes. No disrespect, but I couldn't tell what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah,
Like, what does it smell like?
He did go a little crazy. He was like showing candles, but he didn't say like, hey, there's a little bit of this in here. I don't know. So technically, that was the second time the candle was on YouTube. There was another guy that had it. I don't think he knew what he had, because he sniffed it and he was like, yeah, there's no cinnamon in here. And that's all he said about the candle. So that's crazy. So if you saw this one on eBay, you knew it was expensive as hell. So yeah, I paid a good chunk for it, even though it's been burned. There's about maybe 65, maybe 70% of the candle left. But what I did, since it's already been burned, is I scraped off a little bit of the wax and I put it inside of this mason jar right here that I'm going to put into a double boiler. Shane used to call it an aroma prison. Yeah, so I'll put it in the double boiler, the wax will melt, and then I'll open it up and I'll get a legit hit of what that candle would have smelled like 30 years ago, because that candle is more than 30 years old.
How freaking cool is this, man?
Yeah.
I'm just like you guys. I'm stoked because this is happening right now. So I can't wait to hear about this.
I'm gonna put this into the double boiler now and let it melt while we go over another wax melt.
Okie doke. All right. Let's see. Well, let's talk about another gourmand, because I mentioned this in a video last year, and absolutely love this scent, dude. Let me grab the notes for it too. And I think I know exactly which one I'm talking about. But
yeah,
talking about cranberry pumpkin. What a label, by the way. That cranberry's just licking that pumpkin up.
Kind of reminds me of the apple pumpkin I had last year.
Yeah. So this is coming 2025. Dude, I love this. I love this scent. Like, so much. We got cranberry, fresh pumpkin, oak wood, and vanilla bean. That's the notes.
Yeah.
And there's just something magical about this scent, like that. It's late fall. It almost is tied to a very specific memory that I have of going to my grandparents' house in Houston. When I grew up in Houston, I grew up in Texas. My granddad worked for NASA, and the Earth is not flat, by the way. Anyway,
I think they're over that, right?
I don't know. My granddad worked for NASA, so I've been to NASA, which, by the way, is incredible. But we used to go to his house for Thanksgiving, and this reminds me of that so much, dude. It's got the cranberry, it's got the pumpkin. There's almost something in it though that reminds you of being at Thanksgiving and being in the ambiance of late fall and going outside and tossing a football around or whatever it is you do out. Like that's what we used to do, go outside and throw the ball around.
Yeah, it's definitely a late fall scent.
It's a whole vibe,
It
man.
can stick around till Christmas if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, Jen. Stick your head in here and say that.
I said it can stick around till Christmas. I mean, I'm the baker, so you want my input.
Yes, I do.
This is definitely, you can bring this out at Halloween, keep it around till Christmas. And it smells like, to me, like not any one specific thing. It smells like everything is being made in the kitchen. You got a little bit of everything going on at one time. You can smell something good's going on in there. I can't quite tell what it is yet. I almost like, it's got the sweet stuff with the vanilla and the cranberry and everything and the pumpkin, but I don't know if it's just association. I almost think I smell stuffing. I think it might just, it's association, but it makes you think there's lots of things cooking.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's really good, guys. And I want to say this too, man, because I know people are going to be all about the abduction and the really spooky, creepy stuff. But if you haven't tried stuff like your blueberry pumpkin muffin or that cranberry pumpkin or the pumpkin spice latte, you're missing out on other stuff that Virgil can do with these scents. It brings a whole vibe, fall to winter. Yeah. Todd Kramer, I love transition scents. Fall. It is. It's that, man. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, Pam, I love the label. Let me tell you something about that cranberry's up to no good. I'm going to tell you right now. If you were one of these people in this label, you're the cranberry, Virgil.
The pumpkin doesn't seem to mind though.
Well, it's consensual. We're not.
As long as there's no probes.
Yeah, there's no probes going here, unless you're into that.
Next year, maybe. All right, so it's still melting. Hey, that would be a really good scent though. Alien
What's
probe.
that? Oh my lord. Pam, I miss Shane.
Yeah.
I never got to watch him when he was around. I've watched a few of his videos. Oddly, I get compared to him sometimes. I don't. Maybe because we are intense about getting all about the emotional and imaginative content of a candle. But I have liked his videos, the ones I've seen. Yeah, Sarah, do you think if you rub that Halloween candle, Virgil, that a ghost genie will pop out and grant you 3 wishes? Let me keep going, Virgil. I'm gonna put you on the spot. 3 Halloween wishes. What are they?
Yeah, Halloween would never end. About $1 billion, and I don't know. Maybe bring Shane back. Because I could do everything else with the $1 billion that I need.
Yeah. I want to go spend fall up in the northeastern hill country up Maine and all that.
Yeah.
I want trick-or-treating to come back.
I want trick-or-treating to come back like it was around in the 80s and early 90s. Yeah, let's stop that trunk-or-treat crap.
What would your 3 wishes
Maybe
be?
we can have both.
She said, what are your 3 wishes? Okay. That we bring trick-or-treating back and like it was in the 70s and 80s. But that was the heyday. I never got to experience it, obviously, in the 70s. But That'd be my first wish. Trick or treating. People used to do haunts in their garage. Like, I mean, it was a whole thing. My neighborhood was a small neighborhood. It was like a horseshoe street. And it was hard to even finish getting out of that. Hope Shane wasn't a victim of abduction. Amen. So trick or treating, coming back, Northeastern Hill Country. I'll take that $1 billion too.
I think Shane was abducted, but it was consensual.
Yo, Loveless, what's up? I had over 400 trick or treaters last year. I also had a haunted trail in the yard. Loveless, where do you live?
Where do you live?
Seriously, what state? I want to know. And can I say something? Barbara Oshenska. I hope I'm saying that right. Oshenska. I miss the 80s. I do too. It's not out of our reach to bring these times back. I think we're right now, there's stuff happening that's sort of bringing those times back. But it's up to us to do it. I think we can do it, man. I think we can bring it back, but bring it back new. There's no going back, but we can bring what we love about it to this age. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Speaking of Halloween,
Oh, here we go.
it's ready.
All right.
The aroma prison is ready.
Here we go.
All right. So it's all melted now. So I'm going to get like a concentrated hit of what Halloween really is. And hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face.
Try to unscrew it before you put your face to it. Come up here, babe.
I'm trying to read comments.
Yeah.
I'm too far back.
So, okay, so it does smell like what it smells like on cold. Interesting. All right. Well,
It's in Colorado.
tune in next time. And
I'm going to jump through that screen, son.
all right. So, okay. So there was a video before Shane's, and someone had put what they thought they saw the scent notes were up on that one of the comments, and it's pretty much what I get. All right. So I get clove, black licorice, some kind of woodsy note, maybe a little bit of smoke, and then a little bit of punk. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, right?
That sounds amazing. Any patchouli? Sarah's asked the same question. Smelling any patchouli in there? You think?
No, I don't get patchouli. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not in there because there's like so many different patchoulis you can put in there.
Mhm.
But mainly I get clove, black licorice, and some type of wood. You know, maybe like a cedar wood.
It sounds awesome.
Dude, that's yeah. So I'm not. It's probably not going to happen this year, but I am going to replicate this. So
That
that
is-
everyone,
Dude,
so
I could
everyone can smell what Halloween smells like.
Dude, I could barely bite my tongue that I knew you were going to do that. And,
Yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but I mean it's still dark. You know, like if Yankee was to release us now, it'd be amazing.
so I accidentally probably talked over you in that bit there, but that's what he said. He said he's going to remake, he's going to dupe this, and bring it to all of us.
Right. Yeah, maybe next year,
Maybe next year.
unless my muses kick in and happens this year, but I don't see that happen.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you'll get the down on that one. I bet you will.
Oh yeah. All right.
Virgil, man. He's the one. If anyone on the planet was going to do it too, that's who I'd want to do it. Legit.
We could maybe talk about one. It may not release this year, but I don't even have a label for it. But it's gonna smell A lot like Moonlit Graveyard
Okay.
from Bath and Body Works, which they came out with for 1 year. Never brought it back.
I finally got a hold of one. That somebody sent me one.
Yeah. So I have a prototype. It's pretty damn close. But I kind of based it on the hand soap more than the candle. So I made like two different versions. I'm not sure which one I like more because the hand soap doesn't have as much moss as a candle. But I mean, the candle was more popular. So I'm going to continue working on that and maybe have one ready for next year.
Awesome. That's a good scent too. I quite enjoy it. Moonlight Graveyard. If y'all have ever smelled that, Bath and Body Works. What year did that thing come out? I don't know.
I think that was 23,
2023.
Yeah, it was the year they had like the really cool label for the pumpkin one.
Yeah.
You know, the stained glass.
I already packed that up. Jared, Wicked Doughboy.
Okay, Karl.
He sent me that. Appreciate that, man. That was awesome. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I like that scent. It's good.
See, they know. 23.
They know what's up. 2023. Yeah. Too bad it didn't come back, said Adrian. I know, man. There's a lot of cool stuff that doesn't sometimes come back from some of those companies like that. It's a bummer.
No, I have not found the first year Witches Brew yet.
I think you will, though, man. I think you will.
One of these days. We'll see. All right. Want to do another one?
Yeah, definitely. Let's get into this.
If it has the knit. Oh, okay. I want to save that one for last, but we can do it.
Okay, we can save it for last. That was a sneak. We'll save that for last. So
not supposed to have favorites, but I mean, yeah.
How about this action?
All right.
How about this action?
Enchantress.
This is a really complex scent, man. I love this thing, dude. By the way, like, maybe a cousin to Dissension, maybe, or Goose Creek Witch's Cauldron, a very distant cousin.
A more complex cousin.
Very complex cousin. I'll read the notes. Plum, violet, cedar, toasted clove, leather, patchouli, and cinnamon. So again, that's plum, violet, cedar, toasted clove, leather, patchouli, and cinnamon. With all those notes, maybe you don't pick up what it's vibing, but I'd say it is vibing kind of on that Dissension level. It's kind of sexy, kind of.
I think it has a very fauna smell to it.
A fauna smell, says
very
Jen.
Animalistic kind of smell to it.
I think it's darker than Dissension though.
It is darker. It's let me see this. I like to look at the notes as I'm picking them out when I smell stuff.
Like you almost think you can smell the wings on that bird.
Jen says she smells the wings on the crow, which is kind of cool. I mean, honestly, it does have this thing, even though there's not a note of kind of like autumn air, night air. It almost has that kind of a vibe, don't you think, man?
It could.
I'm gonna do the little warm up trick. Let me give it a little rub.
No. This one will be in candle form.
I'm gonna smell it with that. It's hard to say. It's a crazy balance, dude. Like everything's balanced real nice. Like the
Smells
violet.
like a really good tea.
Yeah, Jen almost gets almost like a tea, like a berry tea, but I think
Not a
it's
berry tea,
it's like a violet.
like a super spiced herbal tea.
super spiced herbal tea. I mean, to me, it's like plum and violet, and
Yeah.
I think violet might even be the. Would you say violet might be the star fragrance in this?
Mm,
I don't know. It's a
No.
blend. It's a
no,
blend.
it's kind of like Halloween night where everything just comes together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Perfect.
everything goes
Yes,
together, so
it melts together, but the vibe of it is
it's about the
more
ambiance.
is like an ambiance. Yeah, it's more like
It's
a
an ambiance thing.
it's feminine, kind of witchy, sexy, night air. It's kind of what I get from it. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. And you said a candle's coming to this.
There is, yeah.
Sign me up, because
Yeah, that one performed pretty well.
That might be the signature smell for the script we're working on right now.
Oh, that they had asked earlier if Candy Corn was going to release a candle, and yes, with the new label.
there you go. Candy corn
No.
candle coming.
I'm probably going to go to all amber jars with black lids, but a couple years ago I had bought hundreds of these blue ones, so I'm going to get rid of the blue ones, and then I think everything's just going to be amber after that. I don't want to have to match this scent with this color. It's I'm just gonna have amber. Like Witch City Wicks used to do. Everything with amber.
I gotta say, I mean, I dig the blue ones though. They are cool, but
I mean,
nice.
the jars are actually like a sapphire blue, but once you put like wax in them,
Mhm.
it turns into like a light blue. I mean, it's not bad looking.
Yeah.
It's just the company that I get these from. I don't really do business with them anymore.
Yeah. A lot of people said you had them at clove, cedar, and violet.
Yeah.
It's like a witch. I mean, it's almost too pretty to be witchy, but it is witchy. It's seductive.
I feel like clove is the star element.
Jen loves the clove in there. That's her favorite note in there. But again, I agree with you.
It's a
How Halloween night
an
blends
ensemble.
together to this ensemble that creates a whole vibe. That's what Enchantress does. How do you do this stuff? I almost said a curse word.
Yeah.
How do you do this stuff, man?
You can cuss if you want, but I don't know. What do we got left? We got one.
He's trying to keep going on, but because I'm talking about his genius and it's making him uncomfortable, and he's gonna smile over there because he's damn good at what he does and he doesn't want to say so. But that's how. Look, man. Everybody who's good at what they do, they don't want to take credit for it, and so I feel you. But that Enchantress is really, really awesome. Great label, by the way, man.
Yeah.
You're a
I
huge
love
fan
that
of the
label.
Crow. I'm a huge fan of the Crow. I love the crow on her shoulder, dude. Really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, really cool. All right. So you want to move on?
I think we got 3. I mean, we could go over one that may or may not release. I've talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Virgil,
Speaking of Virgil,
if I do release this, it's not going to be called Virgil. I'll come up with a different name, different label. But it's like the only cologne
yeah, it's a cologne scent.
that I like really enjoy in like candle or wax melt form. I mean, there's a few, but this one is really, really good. And it's one that I based it on like a cologne that I wear, like I wear during the fall and like winter, and it's called Black Soul. Is the cologne? It's based on that. It doesn't smell just like it. It's different, but
It was kind of your muse for it.
yeah. No, it's good.
No, and I'm going to read the notes too, because so like Virgil and I are really similar in that, like, cologne or perfumey things, not really our favorite thing.
Yeah.
And so for Virgil to say, yo, this is kind of like a cologne scent, let me read you the notes. If you're into the dark like we are, cedarwood, sandalwood, oud wood, patchouli, and tonka. It's like all the dark, resinous wood. And I feel like the cedar wood in there is almost like a heartwood. Like it's like the center. That mauve, deep, rich cedar.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. And again, that one's a mix too, I'd say, where everything blends together to create what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, you know, I say release it and see what happens. I think you guys should check it out.
Yeah, so right now I got 9 for sure that are going to release in the wax mount form. There may be 10 or 11, you know, by the time the end of July comes around. Let's see.
Yeah. Can we what do we got left? I know the 2 we've got left, but there's a third one. Yeah, there's a third one that I don't have the final version of. I've got the final version of, but we don't have. Oh, this is one that you let me mess with the label on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here. Yeah, Virgil let me mess with the label on this one because again, let me pull out the old notepad.
I don't think I sent you one with a label, huh?
Yeah, you haven't sent me one with a label, but yeah, I designed that label. Fall Carnival. Playing with ideas for a fall carnival vibe. And Virgil sent me that is the 3rd iteration, which ended up being the final iteration. It is, my God, dude, this thing is so good. Like, I don't know. It's always hard for me to pick like a favorite. It's up there though. Salted popcorn, a little bit of butter, kettle corn, funnel cake, a little bit of caramel, whatever you say.
Caramel.
This thing, dude, this is like fall. Like people say, oh, is this fall it's fall in a jar. It is, man. This thing is like fall in a jar. Fall Carnival.
Maybe next year, Kent. Yeah, so a lot of people that do popcorn scents, they it's way too much butter. They have way too much butter. So it took me a long time to find a popcorn that I like that wasn't like crazy, like over buttery, you know, because a lot of times you'll get something that has popcorn and it smells like feet. Yeah, I don't like that. So this one's just got salted popcorn, just a little bit of butter, kettle corn, funnel cake, and caramel, whatever. Yeah, it's good. It's good. This one will only be in the wax mount form though, because I had to like put a lot of oils in it to get the throw that that I like. So it's but it throws. It throws like crazy now.
It's really good, man. It's there's something about popcorn. I love, like, maybe it's my movie geek. And Virgil, you know, you used to didn't you say your dad owned a theater?
Yeah. When I was in elementary, there for about 5-6 years, my dad owned a little movie theater.
So if anyone knows like actually a good popcorn smell, Virgil knows what I'm talking about. And it's an awesome popcorn smell, but that funnel cake is so good. Like I don't know, man. It's like I can, I don't make funnel cake. I don't know, but it feels like they've got these bready strings, that are all like kind of mixed together, like where they squirt the dough out or whatever. And like, I see the freaking thing in my mind's eye smelling this. And it does. It smells like popcorn and funnel cake. Just like a drizzle of caramel, and the kettle corn gives that kind of sweet corn to it. I love it. You can almost smell the powdered sugar. Like, I mean, it's association. Again, like what Jen said earlier, it's association, right? It is hinting at other things, but it's there.
So
Absolutely love it. Fall Carnival.
if you get this and you smell the funnel cake, that's probably Chance's fault. And that's the reason why he has the third iteration. Because when he got the first prototype, he was like, "Give me more funnel cake."
Give me more funnel cake, bro.
I turned it up a little bit.
And it's really fall though. Like, so carnivals. This is the thing I love about carnival scents is they can go summer or they can go fall. This is full fall. This, I don't know why. Any idea? I don't know.
I mean, those notes could go for the summer carnival, whenever. But when I grew up, the carnivals would always come around like the end of August, early September, like going into fall.
Yeah. That's where they came around for us too, is like sort of towards the fall into summer. It's again like maybe a transitional scent of summer to fall, which is a really cool time, by the way. Like that's when we're all getting stoked up and getting ready for Halloween.
Right.
The caramel, like you said.
I think that's what makes it specifically fall, because it reminds you of the caramel apples and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you could burn this during summer to get the carnival vibe if you wanted, but I don't know, man. It's so good. Yeah, I love that, dude. Virgil knows I kept asking about it. I'm like, is Fall Carnival going to be in a lineup?
Yeah, I don't think that one would even be around if you wouldn't have bugged me so much.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, fall funnel cake is everything. So it's there. Yeah. Yeah, like carnivals during the fall or something special, like late summer, early fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't deal with summer too well, but fall is my jam.
Yeah, it's amazing. You got 2 left now, man.
2 more.
2 more. 2 more.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna go through some of these comments here. Hey, Thorn is says he has dissension in his warmer right now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's like some cousin of Witch's Cauldron by Goose Creek. It's weird offshoot, but different. Like more, I don't know, man. More floral, maybe.
But what did Jen say last year? The sexier sister or something?
Yeah. Sexier sister of Witch's Cauldron.
Yeah. That was good.
So
that one, Dissension's coming back this year.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what are you bringing back?
A lot of them will be back because last year was phenomenal. I don't know if I'll ever have a year like last year where like the scents are exactly what I wanted. I mean, we're talking Halloween bonfire, Halloween night, candy corn, dissension. And I know I'm forgetting some, but no, it was a crazy year. Last year was a crazy year.
This is my box of South of Sanity 2024. I don't know, man. You've got some bangers this year.
Yeah.
It's yeah, but so you're gonna bring back pretty much all of these?
Yeah, there's a few that won't be back. Like orange pomander, no. Pumpkin apple will be back. Yeah.
Pumpkin apple. Again, like you guys, I don't know how many people ordered that. If I want to get transported to fall, this is another one with like apple scarecrow, pumpkin apple. I put this on. It's really special, dude. Like, really great scent.
I got one to show Todd. He'll probably like from my first year.
Oh yeah, dude. Candle form, y'all.
Pumpkin fire will be in the
Pumpkin
candle flame.
fire. What a
And
label. Show me that label again.
It performs too.
Nice.
Sick.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those.
That one gives me goosebumps. That thing
Dude.
is so good.
That's what I mean. It's exciting. You want to hear? May I talk about 3 wicks?
You went right into that one. Okay.
Why not? We're talking about 2024, y'all. Virgil,
Yeah.
3 wick. What is it?
Right now, I'm only gonna have one in a 3 wick, and it is Halloween bonfire. It's got a
Y'all.
new label. But Halloween bonfire was probably my favorite from last year. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but
It's a bunch of crap. Everybody's got favorites, you know.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I really don't need any other candles in my life besides this one. But you know, I was having some trouble wicking it in the 2 wicks to get it to perform right. So I went to a 3 wick and it did a lot better. So Halloween bonfire will be available in a 3 wick this year.
Jen said she just wants to hang out in there.
Yep.
Y'all, yeah, Halloween bonfire in a 3 wick. I feel the same way as y'all. I put a burn on this bad boy. 2 burns, let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? And also, you've heard me go off on and on about my story about this candle, my connection to it, and yada yada. Nobody wants to hear that again.
I was thinking about that too, Carrie. Is that Carrie?
Carrie said Jen was thinking about that too. She said, "Oh, I remember the story you told about a Halloween bonfire." Yeah,
I was reminiscing on that too.
it does, man. It's, you know, if you haven't heard it, it's a simple thing. We have bonfires on Halloween night. We always do. I'm the last one out. We put the fire out. We go inside, and then I'm the last. I go back out and make sure that the fire's out. And so it's, you know, been doused, and you got that smoke, that cold smoke, but the embers are still down there just barely. But it's Halloween night, and we're talking witching hour. We throw these bonfires, and we don't wrap it up for pretty for a pretty long time. And this candle is like that personified. I mean, it's crazy how you got like an ember and yet like a cold smoke too. It's got both. How's that?
Yeah, I got lucky.
Lucky. It's also called talent, y'all.
Yeah, I'd been working on that one for a couple of years. Like, if you remember, I sent that to you back in like November of 2023.
You did, yeah.
I technically had that ready for 2023's Halloween, but I didn't have enough time to, you know,
Get it made.
You know, to get it, to tweak it, you know, exactly how I wanted it. And
yeah. I'm gonna read some of these comments.
That's an intriguing atmosphere, which knows.
It smells like when it used to be cold on Halloween night and people would have their fireplace chimneys going. Yeah. 100%.
Yep. Way up north, sometimes it snows on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always a bummer when you had to wear a coat over your costume.
Yeah, Jen was like, I gotta wear it when you have to wear a coat over your costume. If you guys remember that, any 80s, 90s kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember those times. You'd like, So that was the other thing too that was just dope about Halloween. Like these days, people go out and they buy their costumes, and back in the day, you'd have to make your costume out of. I remember one year I was the Terminator. I'll have to find some old pictures for you guys. I know that I can, but I used tinfoil and latex to put where it looked like metal here because I was the Terminator.
Oh,
Like busted up, and I found an eye, like a gouged out eye. So I looked like I had one of my eyes missing and like metal. So we used to plan these costumes for a few months, like trying to put them together. And Halloween would roll around, you have to wear your damn coat. It was too cold. A bunch of crap. So is this coming back, Virgil?
no.
What?
No.
Trick or treat is not coming back, y'all.
No.
That was your Halloween wish.
Man, that was a good one.
It's probably gonna, I don't know, like if someone puts in a decent sized order, they're gonna get one free. But it once I finally went and smelled Witch City Wicks Trick or Treat, it was too similar.
Gotcha.
I mean, and I had already formulated mine, and hers was pretty damn close.
About the cinnamons, that's authentic.
Yeah, yours is a little more authentic, man.
Yeah.
It smells more like authentic candies. Y'all have to chime in. I mean, Jen and I aren't going to be able to convince Virgil otherwise unless there's enough people.
You know what you should put in it though, if you're gonna redo it, is a little bit of copper, because that house that gives you the pennies.
The house that gives you the pennies. Throw a little copper in there.
But then you get the house that gives you the potato chips, so you got to put some salt in there too.
Salt and pennies.
Salt and copper.
No, guys, this was such a good one.
To be honest with you, I'm actually working on a few Christmas scents at the moment as well. I don't want to.
Wait a minute, hold on. What did I hear?
I don't want it to take too much of my time away from Halloween, because Halloween's always going to be priority. But there's a couple of Christmas scents that I'm dabbling with when I get tired of working on all these other scents. But
You just say you was working on Christmas.
one of them's got a lot of charcoal in it. I'm just saying. But
I'm not telling you I'm rubbing off on you, but I'm rubbing off on you.
maybe a little bit.
I love some of these comments, man. Bazooka gum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It smells like there's some bazooka gum in there, dude.
Gotta have bottle caps, man.
Bottle caps, yeah. Yeah, you got raise your hands for trick or treat to come back. I'm with you. Like,
Let's right here and now. Let's design the new trick or treat.
no, I just
No.
want this to come back.
Now that I could go for.
So, all right, Virgil's down for that, I guess. The new trick or treat. So let's start with that as a base.
I added copper.
What do you think about pennies? Seriously. Put in comments. Who's here? How many people are here? Come on.
Who really got pennies?
Oh, dude, I used to get
Oh,
pennies.
so many pennies.
Yeah.
I never got no
You
pennies.
just dump your bag because it got too heavy.
Yo, like back in the day, we tricked or treat. And you throw me some damn pennies, I'm gonna egg your stuff. I'm gonna toilet paper your tree, fool. No to pennies, says Cynthia.
Thank you, Cynthia.
No to pennies. Yeah. How you feeling about this?
Pennies or anus probes.
No
Yeah.
pennies or anus probes.
That one will be back.
Sarah always got pennies, so Spooky Hollow.
Okay, so pennies are made of zinc now, but were they in the 80s and 90s? Were they still copper then? Who knows that?
Oh,
How about this?
what is that?
Blueberry pumpkin muffin.
Oh, the muffin. Yeah, the muffin will be back, and the pancakes will be back as well.
All right, and I'm sure Halloween night's coming back.
And like in wax melts, like the ones that are online now, those are the ones that are pretty much going to come back.
Gotcha.
I got $20 from a drunk guy once.
I
Todd,
never.
$20 from a drunk guy once.
Okay, you win the trick-or-treat love.
That's sick.
I never really took down the wax melts except the ones that won't be back this year. I left those up year round. This year, the candles will probably only be around for the season, but I'm going to try to leave the wax melts up, for I don't know, all year. We'll see.
Got to keep it spooky all year a little bit,
I like that.
Right. This thing called Polybius. It makes a bubblegum and soda, I believe, and more that throws your ass in the arcade. Ooh. Hey, that's our era, man.
I like that.
I mean, not to throw it all out there, but I know the other thing that Virgil and I have been messing around with is a Halloween goulash that has a soda vibe in there within many other things. So I feel you on the soda. Bubblegum and soda.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
Nikki, I don't know if you're watching. Get on it.
So yeah, I'll have the wax melts late July or early August. Because I'm going to do the fall and the Halloween all together at the same time.
I know Witch Nose is all shy, but I'm going to say it anyway, even though they didn't tell me not to say it. There might be something with bubblegum coming. Just saying.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you the title because it's too cool. I'm not going to ruin it for them, but bubblegum.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's bubblegum in it. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. So we got two more. Which one you wanted to save that the end for the end, right?
I guess.
Okay. Well, then we ought to go and get up on this one. Since we got two left. Y'all.
How'd you get a candle? I don't have a candle. No, I haven't perfected it in candle form yet. Still tweaking it. It may or may not be ready in candle form. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting some burns on this. I'm real blessed, y'all, to be able to help Virgil, and he's like, "Dude, can you test this out for me?" I'm like, "Sure." I can't wait to put some burns on this, but I will tell you, the wax melt for 100% sure is coming.
Yeah,
and as soon as I smelled this, I was like, "This is already contender for 20-25 cent of the year." There you go. Dungeon.
No, it's not dungeon. But
it's not that.
It goes in that direction.
It's a smokier version.
Yeah, it's got. Let me find the notes, man. You sent me. I'll read the notes while you're talking about it. Here we go. Aged cedar wood, damp earth, moss, oud, musk, and gravestone.
Yeah.
Haunted house. So I know people say dungeon, like it does. It's got that awesome.
What makes it
dirt.
So smoky then? Is it the cedar?
Yeah, it's the cedar.
It smells like a smoke.
Because Jen almost smells like a smoke in there. There's not one. I just read you the notes, but
it doesn't remind me of them.
It's amazing, man. It does. Smell like a haunted house.
Originally, what I was doing with this one, I was going for a scent called the Vampire's Coffin.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
everyone's been bugging me. They want a vampire scent. So that's what I was working on. And I had it. I had it. And one of the oils that I was going to use, they decided they weren't going to make it anymore. So I had to change the wood note a little bit. And then when I did, the wood note stood out more. And it made me start thinking more of like a house, like an old haunted house.
It really is, man. You get the dirt, the moss. I love moss, by the way. Like oud and moss, like anything that's got oud and moss and dirt, I'm gonna check it out.
Hmm.
This thing it's so good, dude. Like I said, as soon as I smelled this, I was like, this might be candle of the year. My God, it's good. I love the wood in it.
Hmm.
Everything's blended really, really well, man. And what were you just saying? Because it reminded me of something about haunted house. You were going for Vampire's Coffin. Okay. Yeah. Almost did a play. It's funny, man. Dracula. Okay, so Bram Stoker's Dracula and the play form of it. I was almost in a film called Vlad, where I would have got to play Dracula because they wanted more like of a Sons of Anarchy kind of Jax guy for that. But I almost did this stage play of Dracula, and the director was gonna bring in wet, damp dirt and put it behind the stage where you can't see it, and blow a fan over the dirt into the audience so that you could smell that for the play. Yeah. When you told me about how you were designing this scent for Vampire's Coffin, it's the first thing I thought of, which is like, but it's here. It's such a real dirt smell, dude. I think that's why like people say like, the couple people who've tried it out, I know they say it's kind of like Dungeon a little, like it reminds them of Dungeon, like a cousin of Dungeon. And because it does a really authentic dirt smell.
Dungeon has that stony smell that this doesn't have.
This has gravestone in it though.
Yeah, it's stronger in Dungeon though.
Yeah, Dungeon's like more pungent or something. This has all that wood and stuff.
Yeah, the wood is so strong.
It's a little more. Dungeon's a little more sharper.
Yeah, yours is more. I love Dungeon. You guys know I love Dungeon. I talk about it all the time. Yeah. This is
closer to
you get the wood and the moss and the oud and like everything's in here, and nothing is like fighting for prominence or anything. It just creates a vibe, and it's a haunted house. Mm-hmm. Like it reminds me of like, I don't know if you when y'all were kids, like we used to wander around. We actually had a house behind our neighborhood that was built. It was supposed to be part of our neighborhood, and it wasn't part of our neighborhood anymore because they decided not to extend it out there, and they let it decay. And we used to go back out there, and it was in the middle of the woods, and people, said it was haunted and all this crap. But like it was this rundown old house that we used to go in, and this is that. Like,
it takes me back to childhood too, because I'm from Detroit, and Detroit was
get in the screen.
Oh, sorry. Takes me back to childhood too, because being from Detroit, in the 90s, they were really big on arson, and we used to go to my grandparents' house and play in the fields, and theirs was one of the last houses on the block, and the house next door was burned down. So me and my brother used to sneak into there and crawl through the basement, what was left of it, and find little trinkets to play with. And yeah, it smells like a burned down old dilapidated house. It might be haunted.
Yeah, you killed it with this one. Haunted house, guys.
This is top notch.
Yeah. And you said maybe candle, maybe not. Still working.
Yeah, I should have enough time to fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good as it is. It's just after like 2 hours or so, the wicks get just a little weak. I mean, you'll still get a full pull, like when you get, I don't know, halfway through the candle. But I just want it to burn a little bit better.
Yeah.
Working on it.
No, guys, Virgil goes like to the nth degree to make these things perform. There's a lot of companies that put things out. You can barely smell them, stuff like that. You ain't going to get that out of South Sanity. I know like everybody wanted candles back, and Virgil wanted them back probably more than anybody else, but he wasn't going to put them out until they were. And so, yeah, it's awesome that they're coming back.
Yeah, I lost a lot of money last year by not releasing the candles, but I couldn't do it in good faith, because I wasn't completely happy with them. Whatever.
Yeah, and to be honest, like even in the movie industry and stuff like that, the people that do the good stuff, they have to be a fan of it. If you're not a fan of it yourself, it's not going to be that good. And Virgil ain't putting nothing out that he doesn't love,
Yeah.
And that's why what gets put out is great, no matter how you vibe on it. It's excellent. It's excellent. Again, like I want to throw these out there because like people need to. The spooky stuff sells, right, dude? You know what I mean?
I mean, they do okay.
But these are good too. I mean, these are awesome. Really sets a mood. Yeah.
We got one. We got one more, bro.
We got one more to go, y'all. We got one more to go. One more to go. I'm reminding everybody what we talked about.
We can do the last giveaway.
You want to go ahead and do the last giveaway?
Yeah, so I'm going to give away a set of all the 2025 wax melts to whoever gets this trivia question correct. All right, so it'll be the nine wax melts that we've went over 8. We got one more to go. But the question is, 10 years ago, and I don't talk about this on my channel. There's a whole lot of things I could talk about on my channel where I would probably have a bunch of followers, but I got into YouTube watching Shane, so I kind of go down the Halloween road. I've been kind of branching off a little bit, or in the candles, but I've been branching off a little bit, into Halloween, Spooky Town, unboxings. But there's a lot of things I could talk about. Like, I'm sure a lot of people want to know how I lost 85 pounds since October. It's not drugs. It's not Ozempic. I didn't get a surgery. I just keto. I did keto. So back in September, I was 310 pounds. I started keto, late September, and now I'm down 86 pounds. I got 14 more pounds to go, and then I start working my way back, but with muscle instead of fat. See, that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of people out there that would want to know that. Not a lot of people want to know about candles, especially spooky candles. So, like our neck of the woods, our little corner of the YouTube algorithm, it's not that big, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all because the people that do watch, the people that comment, they're all real, they're all for real, and I like that. But one thing that I haven't talked about on my channel that's pretty interesting as well is I think about 10 years ago I was ranked 15th in the state at what sport/activity?
You get that right. You're getting a full line of the wax melts, right?
That's right.
2025 full line Halloween wax melts.
And you're getting them now, not in July.
Yeah. Repeat that question for him.
There it is.
Oh,
dang, somebody already got it.
You got it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, so about 10 years ago, I was ranked 15th in the state in billiards. Yeah. So congratulations, Todd. You're gonna get the set of the 9 wax melts early. And that's cool because we wanted to have you on a live one of these times.
Yeah, it's true.
Promote your paintings or your music or whatever you're working on.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
awesome. Then you have your pool table, man, that you have in your setup is it's like a blue felt, doesn't it? It's blue.
Yeah, it's the Simonis cloth. But right now it's just full of candle making stuff. Right, so I used to play a lot, like every day for years and years and years. Um, and then I quit drinking. I quit drinking about 3 years ago. And pool just isn't the same for me without drinking. So I can't go to a pool tournament. Most of them are at bars. If I go to a bar, I'm tempted to drink, so I don't go to the bars. So I pretty much gave up pool. I mean, for the most part. But yeah.
Well, congrats, dude. Like, congrats, Todd. That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, we got one more.
There we go.
This one's special.
Yeah.
All right, I'll show the candle of what the inspiration was first.
Okay.
All right. So a few years ago, Goose Creek released. Well, I honestly don't know how long ago it came out, but an autumn scent called a Pile of Leaves, and it never came back. I know they had it in the lotion for a little bit until they quit doing the body cares or whatever. And I always miss that. I always miss that scent. So I spent a good amount of time trying to dupe it or make something really close to it. And yeah, this is what we ended up with. Autumn's End. Yep. And this one will be in the candle form. This reminds me of like late fall going into winter. Yeah. Now, if you've ever had pile of leaves, you'll know that it's kind of like sweater weather from Bath and Body Works, but it's completely different. I mean, it's in the same vicinity. It goes in that direction, but it's completely different. It's more autumn to me. I think sweater weather is more like winter.
Yeah. I can't even describe how good this is. They had they had this for the longest time. It was funny when Virgil and I first met. How many of them was it?
4.
4, yeah. We bonded over the fact that we literally, at the almost same time, had just ordered and received 4 lotions.
Ordered that as an extra for a gift and decided to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, and then I had to order like 4 of them because I loved it so much.
Mhm.
But I never got to burn the thing because when did it come out? Do you know? When it was released?
I don't know when it first came out, but I think I first got it in 2022 or 2023.
All I can tell you
is 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
It's possible 2021, maybe earlier, but all I can tell you is that I've never had the chance to burn this because it's just been like a lotion forever. And then you duped this thing, but I'm talking about like no difference, dude. Like, I don't know how you did this.
I had to quit smoking in order to dupe that one.
So your nose, but
yeah.
I put a burn on this, as you guys can see. 2 burns. I'm going to be honest. It is so much better as a candle. And I got to think it's so much better as a South of Sanity candle. What are the notes here? Let's look at these notes, man.
We got applewood,
Applewood,
autumn mint, fall air, and woodlands.
Autumn mint, fall air, and woodlands.
Yeah. Now, if you know sweater weather,
It smells like being at the
sweater weather has eucalyptus. I did not use eucalyptus in autumn then. I used an autumn mint. Yeah. Way different. Yeah. Completely different.
I never got to burn the candle, Adrian. Adrian said if it smells like it, I won't feel guilty burning one of my candles left. I can tell you when I got this and I got the wax smell, I smelled this and it's exact. I mean, like crazy.
more apple.
Uh,
A little more apple.
the thing is like burning this though is so much better than a lotion could be. And I can't compare the candle. Have you ever burned that one, man?
I have. And I don't have a backup either. But I got I think 1 burn on it. And it was so good. I didn't want to burn anymore. So I didn't, but now I have like an endless supply of
Yeah,
autumn
burn to your content, because like it's so good. Like it is. There's a lot of candles that are gonna vibe like fall to you, right? But to transport you into the season where like you don't even have to almost use your imagination at all. You just smell it and you're there. It's this. It's incredible, man. Like burning this thing was a whole experience. Absolutely incredible. I don't know, man. Like reading the notes doesn't even almost tell the story, does it?
No.
No. But if you want to know if it is like pile of leaves, if it's something that I mean, it was dead on.
She's good.
It's crazy good. And the candle performs like a beast, by the way. So good.
It does.
Yeah, it's a room filler. What do you think? Maybe like an 8 or 9 throw?
Cemetery.
Something like that, maybe like an 8.
Yeah, about an 8.
About an 8. Yeah, it fills the room up. Yeah, like I would say, Jen said, a cemetery. Yeah. Not a cemetery throw.
Yeah, if I can't get at least a 6 in melt or candle form, I just won't release it. I've created so many good scents that just don't throw. So many.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a winner, y'all. Wax melts too. Either way, love the label, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome. Adrian says, that's what I love to hear. It's why fragrance means so much to me. Yep. Crazy mint, right?
What's that?
The mint. Like
Yeah.
how I would never think to add that, but man.
Yeah. I could deal with mint. Eucalyptus throws me for a loop sometimes. Yeah.
Virgil and I have like a couple scents where we like love them or hate them, right? Like lavender and mint. I think you and I are like, yeah. I like the eucalyptus, man.
No, mint. I like mint.
And
What
yeah,
is
mint.
Virgil's #1 most used scent? Note.
What's your #1 most used scent note? Jen wants to know.
Like, what do you use the most?
I mean, woods in a lot of them, but
Woods.
to narrow it more down, like patchouli or clove.
Patchouli or clove, yeah. Does the mint make it feel cold? Sarah asks. Maybe a little.
Yeah, but not
Like
too
like
cold.
a chill in the air.
It does remind me of being at the cider mill.
Jen says this one. Okay, so she's from Michigan. They have kick-ass cider mills up there. She said this reminds her of being at the cider mill. I can't.
Like walking through the trail,
Walking down the
leaves,
trail, the
waterfall,
leaves, yeah.
like all of it.
Yeah, I guess I do use smoke a lot, huh?
Oud and smoke.
Yeah. And oud is one of my favorite wood scents.
Yeah, oud is amazing.
It's just tricky to work with because it doesn't blend well with everything.
So I don't talk about this a lot. I've never actually done a review of this of incense. I was gonna do incense. I still might. I don't know if you know this either, Virgil. But if you guys want a ridiculously good oud incense, I mean, Jen can't even handle this. If I burn this, like even half a stick stays in the room for like a day or two. One of the strongest and most authentic oud woods. Yeah, oud's a great. I don't even know how you describe oud.
It's like a dark, smooth wood. Yeah.
I think the sound describes it.
Oud. Yeah.
Oh, crazy Jen.
Well, there you go.
That's it. That's all
So-
we got this year.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's quickly go back through the stuff, man. You got pumpkin spice lattes coming. You got cranberry pumpkins coming. You got haunted house is coming.
Which house is that?
You got dead night video is coming. Enchantress is coming. Of course, haunted house. Did I show that already? Maybe. Abduction. Blood, my friends. Blood and Steel is coming. Goth. Sexy version. Still kind of sexy version, but not quite as a risque. Hey, come on, camera. There you go. There she is. And of course, you've got Autumn is End is coming, and you've got candles coming of various things.
Yeah, there'll be a few from the 2023 releases, a few from last year's, and then a few from this year's. But not everything performs like it does in a wax melt in the candle. So I've done nothing but testing for like the last year, and only the ones that I'm pretty happy with, the performance wise, I'll release in candle form this year.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm going to do a pre-order or anything. I'll just leave comments like, hey, they're going to release in a week or something. Be watching.
Yeah. And you've got some of your other scents from 2024. Do you have anything from 20? Isn't the crafts coming in a candle?
I'm working on it. It's got the same problem as Goth and Haunted House. The oils are heavy. They just sometimes give you the weak wick syndrome that I'm trying to work on. But yeah, they're coming.
Pumpkin Fire, yeah, that's coming. Halloween Night, wherever I put that, I don't know.
I mean, I really don't need to order candles from many other companies because I got all these. But I'll still buy them and check them out. Let you guys know.
Yeah.
Holy Bonfire's got a new label this year.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. If you guys ever go to the site and check it out, I have updated some of the labels from the last 2 years. Not all of them, though. Some of them. Oh, super chat. That reminds me. I've been watching. I don't know if you guys know Ricky Berwick. I watch his live sometimes. It's so funny. It's so funny, and he just gets super chats like constantly, and they're like trolling him. It's so funny. But no, thank you, Astro Rob, and thanks for the. You may have started that idea last year on abduction. You know, I think someone said something on the live. I can't remember who it was last year about having like a UFO abduction set, and they got the gears turning.
Yeah. There was we used to throw Halloween parties, and one we didn't get to throw, but we had started planning was a alien abduction party.
Mhm.
I was gonna build like a crashed UFO. Would have been fun.
Yeah, Pam asked, "Do I write down my recipes?" Yeah. Like in the beginning, I didn't. You know, like 5 years ago when I first started messing around with the scents, and I created so many good things that I couldn't remember what I put in them. You know, so now, like I keep track of everything, like how many grams of this I put in here and how many grams of that I put in there. And
That cracks me up, dude. That reminds like
You need like a little recipe box.
yeah, you need a recipe box like a baker.
yeah.
Todd Kramer, another musician in the mix. You know what you just said reminds me of like when writing music, I used to just put a tape player like in the room and just hit record. I'd be like, oh, here's something good, and, do it. I went back like a few years ago and listened to like a few hundred songs that I had on same thing, right? And I was like, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I don't know how I played that. I don't know what it was. I don't even know what tuning I was in.
So after Rob asked, may have missed it, but how many variations of abduction did I end up doing? It took a little while to get the first one. You know, it took a lot of tinkering to get the first one, but I think it was 3 or 4 to get the one that I was really happy with. See, at first I was just gonna have like a little hint of blood, but then I figured if I want to go for an abduction scent, might as well have the blood in it.
Yeah, I feel like and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is one mix. This is another mix.
Yeah.
But the one you have is the final mix.
Yes. The very freaky looking alien mix.
Love that. And I like the long label.
Yeah, some of the ones that are only going to be available in wax mount form, I could do the vertical labels on them. Won't work on a candle though. So, I don't know if abduction ends up releasing in a candle form. I may have to go with that label or maybe design another one. We'll see.
Oh, okay. This question was asked. What is this?
Aroma Valley.
Aroma Valley, I think is the name of that company.
How do you pronounce it?
Agar wood. That's oud. Yep. And
It reminds me of Gentleman Broncos when they're eating the Cheetos.
We're over here slinging movie references. Jen said reminded her of Gentleman Broncos. If you've seen Gentleman Broncos, if you haven't seen Gentleman Broncos, you need to go watch Gentleman Broncos. But yeah, there's a scene.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Anyway, Gentleman Broncos is the people that made Napoleon Dynamite, And if you think Napoleon Dynamite was weird, watch Gentleman Broncos.
Adam wants to know if dark honey might come back. I don't think so, but if you want some, let me know. I can make some. I do have some of those oils left over.
That's not a bad idea, Sarah. Hey, shut your mouth. Where's mine, Virgil?
I started that thing with can't remember the company. It's where you like make the designs and then you give them to that company and then they make, like, you order like a shirt and then they make it and then they send it out for you and they keep like 80% of the money and then you keep like 20%.
Who thinks Virgil should sell merch on his site?
I was thinking about that. But I'm not that big yet. Not that big yet.
It's how you get big. Sell merch.
Who would buy South of Sanity merch?
I would buy South Sanity merch. I'd buy a t-shirt. I'll help you design a t-shirt if you want. But I want your logo. I like your I like your pumpkin dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, so I had to order that. And
Yo, your girl's throwing you out, bro. Says we have shirts, but he doesn't want to sell them. Virgil.
Woo!
Woo, you just got busted on live, YouTube live, bro.
we had bought some, but I don't know. It's a quality thing. I need good quality, you know.
What? Just like your candles, it wasn't quite there for you.
Yeah.
Till you get it there, then you sell it. I got you.
In the future, maybe.
Yeah. I love this comment, by the way. Witch Knows put it on, and they just split. So thanks for coming, Witch Knows. Love you guys. Says because all that damn alien merch you got. That's why you made that abduction sign.
I don't know. I mean, what's more scarier than freaking getting abducted by an alien? You know?
I don't know, man.
Like if there was a ghost or something, you know, I'd probably be happy. You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, there's a ghost. You know? But
So
an alien, nah.
I mean, just to be a nerd, I'll tell you guys a super fast story. Craig Sheffer, he's in Fire in the Sky. You might know him from Nightbreed, stuff like that. I hung out with him for a day, and we were chatting about Fire in the Sky. And he said, you know, dude, I don't know exactly what I believe, but this is kind of crazy that they actually did this. But Craig Sheffer told me that one of the days that they were filming, they had the dudes from Fire in the Sky, and especially the one dude that got abducted. That it was his story on set. And they gave him a lie detector test on set. And I remember back in the day when the movie came out, they did like on talk shows, they gave him a lie detector. But they gave him a lie detector on set, and he passed that. And they were on set to help the actors, you know, really grab the personalities of the characters. And he said, you know, there's no way that guy was lying about what he was talking about. Which either means, you know, it actually happened or he fully believed it actually happened. So take from it what you will. By the way, Craig Sheffer's awesome. Super nice guy.
Astro Rob says decorates alien for Halloween.
Yeah.
He's a great alien for his wedding on Halloween. Oh, wow. That was my inspiration. Ah, sweet.
What's your problem with the xenomorph, though, Virgil?
I mean, when I want, you know, like that's horror, you know, Gremlin, not alien.
Alien. Okay, you know what's funny about this? I told Virgil this, and he was like, "Nah, dude." Alien was once voted the scariest horror movie of all time.
Yeah, I can see it.
Just saying. Just saying.
I like my villains to have a backstory, you know, like they were normal, and then life happened, and then they went crazy, and then they became evil. Like Jason, Freddy, stuff like that. Not just I'm an alien.
I don't know. That's so scary about them.
I suppose.
Yeah. I'm with you. Greatest slashes of all time. Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. I'm with you. But alien abduction stories. And it's crazy you live so close to these places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you too, like I drove across the desert. I thought I'd really enjoy the desert. I did not like it.
I don't like the desert either.
Set off my
Hills have eyes.
agoraphobia. My hills have eyes. No, it did. Just that wide open space, man. I grew up in Texas, so I was like used to like big sky, flat land, all that kind of thing. But the desert is a whole vibe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where that happened, it was kind of higher up in the mountains. Kind of like where I live. Up in the mountains. Even though it's New Mexico, it's still mountains. But I mean, they were foresting, right? They're cutting down trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was straight up forest over there. I mean, it's weird here. Like you could drive 3-4 miles, 3 or 4 hours this way, and giant mountains. You go 3 or 4 hours that way, and then it's just desert.
Yeah, desert.
Yeah.
It was funny, man. When I drove across Arizona, we were in all this desert. I felt like Dumb and Dumber when they were like, they had gone the wrong direction and they thought they were in Colorado, and they like that. The John Denver guy's full of shit, man. That's how I felt. I was like driving through Arizona. I was like, isn't this supposed to be like Yogi Bear country? And then we wound up into a mountain, and I was like, here we are. And then we went back down to the desert. So, yeah.
It's a good idea.
Death Valley. Yes. Somebody else said, had an idea that we didn't say out loud. Let's see. As soon as I can get some time to do it, I'm definitely doing that. Cinewax, I promise you. I already have like 2 episodes ready to film.
Hey, but we could plug a witch nose right now.
Yeah, we could.
The bug one.
Yeah.
Do it.
Preview? You got preview?
Bug juice. What's it called?
Spider bite.
That one.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Friday the 13th. Anyone will do.
Yeah. You can pair Spider Bite with Friday the 13th. Any of them. Trust me.
Sneak preview.
Oh, somebody had mentioned to you, Virgil, a pool hall scent. Like a billiard scent. What that might smell like.
It might be a tough one. Smell like a hangover.
Stale beer.
Stale beer, some cigarette smoke.
Cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
See, my best days playing pool were in high school. And
get in this camera if you're gonna talk.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna give you some hope, Virgil. My best days, my best memories playing pool were in high school, and it was at a little pool place called East Point Cube Club, and they didn't even serve alcohol. There was soda and chips, and it was for teenagers. You go play your pool, but it felt like a bar, and it was just awesome. You go there after school, and you weren't a teenager anymore, and you were just there playing pool with your friends, eating chips. They had arcade games. So
yeah, it sounds pretty cool when you're.
You don't have to drink beer to play pool.
Yeah,
I do.
If you got a pool table in your house,
let me tell you something.
Come out there and we'll play some pool with you.
I have played the #1 ranked player in New Mexico 3 times. and
Oh, wow.
I've never lost. I've never lost a set to the number one player in the state.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
I couldn't do that if I wasn't drinking because I get nervous. I got anxiety.
Well, there's other
Alcohol,
ways to get loose.
I have
We got
no
jokes.
anxiety.
We got
But-
jokes for funny people.
Jen thinks we can joke you up.
Ah.
Release your anxiety, my friend.
And then now that I'm getting older, my eyes are going, my back goes out all the time.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm past, I'm past my prime.
Jen says she don't want to hear it. She believes in you.
I mean, I could beat 95% of the population pretty easily.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're on that level, you're playing in tournaments where freaking pros show up. Yeah, you just can't miss basically.
When did you start playing, man?
When I first turned 21. Yeah, I had two pool teachers growing up. Yeah.
I say you get back into it.
Hmm?
I say you get back into it.
Oh. No, my back says no.
No.
Said,
Even if just for fun.
I would love an aquatic dark creature fragrance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you ain't gonna hear me argue about that.
Yeah. I have some issues with aquatics, but if I do come up with one that I think deserves the spotlight, yeah, we'll see.
Sarah says you need to do a video showing us some trick shots.
No, I can't even access my pool table right now. It is covered with about 500 candle jars.
Yeah. The scent of a casket and other mortuary stuff. I mean,
This
Yeah.
is nice. I mean, make a couple of tweaks.
this is not far off
Put
from
some
that.
floral notes in that. Some dark
Yeah, maybe.
florals.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I could go do some research.
Wait.
What happened?
Yeah, those two.
What happens if you put those two
That's
together?
Ooh,
You
I
might
don't know.
You might have that idea.
Mortuary.
Mortuary. Astro Rob in the house.
Oh man, that's a good name.
Yeah, Mortuary. Good movie, by the way. Toby Hooper. Well, there's a few different mortuaries out there. I should really talk about movies on my YouTube, shouldn't I?
You too.
And I would definitely be there.
Yeah, no, that's a really good name. I don't know why I haven't thought of it. But I got a lot of good ideas last year for this line, and maybe I'll take some of this for next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know you, and when Halloween starts rolling around, you'll probably get inspired and start playing with some stuff for 2026.
Yeah, a lot of these I started developing around Halloween last year, and then throughout the year I'll tweak them and adjust them until I'm happy with them. Whoa. Lived in a funeral home?
Yeah, man. All right, Kent.
It's an old video store, man. The old rundown video store and vinyl and plastic.
Yep. Yeah, man. It automatically makes me think of a few movies: Funeral Home, Phantasm, Mortuary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I'm working on now.
Yeah. Boogie Cat Binks is he's outside chilling. He's an outdoor cat. Right now we're with family, and they won't let us.
I can see if I could sneak him in. He might.
Go
be
see if
out
he's
there.
out there.
Because he didn't come when I called him earlier.
We'll see if we can bring him on screen for a little guest appearance by Boogie Cat Banks. That's one of the things coming up. We can't wait. Hopefully we'll move soon. Crammed in our space here, but can't wait to have that cat inside, even though he's a little bit of a maniac. Maria says she used to work in a funeral home, a mortuary candle line. That'd be something interesting, man. You want to talk about dark. I don't know if you guys ever got the Goose Creek was called Haunted Forest, and I was like, dude, that smells like a funeral home. It doesn't smell like a haunted forest, like at all.
That's a really good one. I wish they would bring that one back.
I keep looking for another one because I've got this much left of the one I have, and it's hurting my feelings. So here's a good question then for Kent and Maria. Any candles out there that you've smelled, any fragrances, I don't care if it's a wax melt or a candle, whatever, that remind you of a funeral home that you lived in one and worked in one? I'd be super curious to know that.
Yeah, I'd be curious what flowers, they use more than anything else,
You asked.
He's a drooler.
He's a drooler. He loves his snuggles. Here you go, Joseph. Hey, Boogie
Look
Cat.
at the camera, Binks. Your fans are waiting.
Corpse.
I know he looks like a black blob. You want to smell something? You want him to smell something? Get his opinion.
Virgil, we're going to have Binks smell your haunted house on camera here.
You just smell
You ready for this?
Ready to smell this candle?
Let's see if he's game. Check this out, bud. It's
It
creeped.
kind of creeped him out.
It creeped him out.
He stepped back
Yeah.
twice.
It creeped him out.
Ew.
It creeped him out.
It was a little spooky for him.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice close up. Oh, there he is.
I love that one.
Kringle Day of the Dead. I don't know. I've never smelled that one. I'd love to smell that one. Dead Flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's interesting.
Corpse from Dark Candles. That's a company I've had on my radar, kind of like Washington Wick's Brass Coffin. I've wanted to check out Dark Candles. Another one, Get Fictional. Don't know if y'all know that one either. I haven't tried that one yet either. Hopefully this year. So Corpse by Dark Candles.
Yeah. Oh, I'll check that out.
Toby Hooper created 2 of the scariest movies I've ever seen. He's one of my favorite directors. People, I think he gets forgotten a lot between the John Carpenters and Wes Cravens and that. But Toby Hooper, man, Texas Chainsaw, Poltergeist, Mortuary, what else? Eaten Alive. So many good movies. Poltergeist is also a movie I was this close to making it to my favorite horror movies of all time, top 3.
It's up there for me too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It might be. It might be.
You moved the headstones, but you left the bodies, didn't you?
Mr. Mansion. I don't like grave dust because it's got rose in it. Yeah. I don't have that.
Almost made you vomit, man. It's hardcore.
I don't know. Is that a good thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Astro Rob says only Poltergeist 1 and 2. Oddly enough, my other partner in my film company and Poltergeist 3 is what we think one of the most underrated, underappreciated horror movies of all time.
That building freaked me out when I was a kid, man.
Yeah, I could talk about Poltergeist 3. I love Poltergeist 3. Different vibe, no doubt about it. 1 and 2 are their own thing, and then 3 is something else for sure.
Yeah, almost like Halloween,
Yeah. Almost. I mean, it's almost that different from the rest of them. 1 and 2. I mean, like one's classic. I mean, like,
oh yeah.
I think I watched 1 when I was. What year did Poltergeist come out? Early 80s. Early
82.
Because I felt like I was way too young to be watching it when I watched it. 82. I think you're right. 82. And it was the scene where the dude pulls his face off. It took me. It shook me and took me.
Yep. Yeah. See, that's what I like. Exorcist, Poltergeist, and then like Fire in the Sky.
Yeah.
That's horror.
So my sister was terrified of alien abduction stuff. I showed her Fire in the Sky because I'm a good brother.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Communion is another one. That's pretty messed up. Yeah. Yeah, dude pulling his face off always scared me. Yeah.
The way that they had those like in that water scene with like the skeleton, they were real.
They were real.
They used real skeletons because it was cheaper than building like props.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like real human bones. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some stories about how the set was cursed and all this, and there's some pretty terrible stuff that happened to the older sister in real life, the actress that played her. Yeah.
I haven't smelt anything like that. Other than the one
just means you got to get your version out, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind, honestly. It's
I can't think of anything. We're coming up on 2.5 hours here, bro.
Yeah, I guess we better shut her down. Yeah, Maria says mother wouldn't let her watch. My parents wouldn't let me watch a lot of stuff too. I had to like go to friends' houses and stuff and watch stuff. I used to go to the horror section in video stores and just look at the covers, because that's how I used to choose a movie, like cover.
Oh yeah.
And I'd bring the cover to my mom and be like, no. I'm like, all right.
All right. You know what? Black Sand does have some similarities to Moonlight Graveyard. Yeah.
That's one I've had my eye on for a minute, and I'm glad that you mentioned that. I'll hold on one second.
Yeah, Black Sand Beach. Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah sent me this. Virgil was talking about it. Awesome candle.
Which one is it?
Really like it. It is Autumn Dusk.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one, y'all. Hunt it down if you can. Like Black Sand, something I've been looking for. Danny, so I'm sure Kringle would not bring Carnage back. Yeah.
On sale forever.
It did not sell.
Well, I mean, I bought 6, so
yeah,
somebody bought some.
And Virgil, God bless you, brother. He sent me a couple as well, and I bought a couple because, like, we were like, we gotta we got to stock up because I really, when they don't sell like that, they usually don't come back. And I said it, man. I called it like when I first smelled it. I think it's going to be like Dungeon, where people are going to wish it was back, but it didn't sell, so then I got to bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. You have black sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a patchouli forward. Almost goes into like cologne territory. But the sand or whatever the hell they have in there kind of brings it down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want something that's going conceptual and has some gross but awesome, Abduction is the new Carnage.
Leader Cynthia.
Different though, man. Like quote me, it doesn't smell like Carnage. Just inventive like that.
Almost lost my abduction. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it is one of the scariest scents I've ever made. Not
it's
scary like decay or like dirt or whatever, but I mean it's scary to me. I don't know.
Scarier, right?
Jen thinks it's scarier because
In a different way.
there's something about it that's really pleasant. And I think it's the dark forest floor and the redwood, but then you get this stainless steel and this blood, and it's a little gross, a little creepy.
It's no joke.
Yeah, it's no joke. And I mean, like, even though it's funny that people were like, yo, like an abduction, like a van, like a kid, I mean, fits. Doesn't not fit. It's that dark. But it's more, it was invented and created for alien abduction. Let's be clear.
Aliens, yes. UFO.
Yeah. UFO.
Now, I want to thank everyone for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Haven't had a live since Halloween, man.
Yeah. Been a minute.
Been busy.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna do some more of these Saturday mornings, 11 a.m. I will announce them. It's not going to be every Saturday or anything, but I'm going to start doing some lives. I got a camera. Finally got a camera, and we'll just go with this, and we'll get to it. We got some stuff to talk about. Virgil and I are going to do another one of these with Todd. We'll announce that. We'll get that together.
Yeah. Yeah, there was another guy too. We were talking about having on. You guys got to check out his channel, man. The Soul Bros Network.
Stony, right?
Yeah, I just saw this guy out of nowhere, like maybe a couple of weeks ago. But he does all kinds of different stuff on his channel. But he talks about like candle reviews every now and then. Just funny. The guy's just funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have him on. Todd, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff, man. We're gonna look. Let's make it a summer. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. Danny's asking a date for when these might release.
Let me see, July. Probably the 17th. Not set in stone, but I'm thinking July 17th.
Summerween.
Be like July 22nd, Summerween.
Summerween. There you go.
Yeah, I only say that date because that's when my days off start that week.
Right on.
Yeah, I tried to. I don't know. We'll see, but probably towards the end of July. The 5th of July, Cracker Barrel starts putting Halloween stuff up. Everyone starts thinking, "Ooh, Halloween's coming," and it's like 120 degrees. Yeah. So far, I've done a few heat tests on the candles. Mm-hmm. They hold up pretty well. They're not like the Yankee Paraffin, where half of it's melted. you know, when you get in the mail. But I have to do some real, like, you know, say it gets stuck in a UPS van or something someplace. I got to do some tests like that to see when the candles will release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait for everybody to get these and share with us.
Yeah. And then you know, they could smell the wax melts. If they don't like it, you know, when the candles come out, you don't have to buy the candle. I mean, at least you'll know what it smells like.
Can we just stop for a second and appreciate that too? Because a lot of companies they have stuff that's only in a candle form, and it's like, dude, I'd like to try that before I spend $25 on a candle. And you got the chance to do that at South of Sanity.
They might do that on purpose.
Well, they definitely do it on purpose. But at the same time, like, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not faulting anybody for that, but I appreciate that. Appreciate being able to try something out before I invest in the candle. You know?
Yeah.
So very cool. All right. Well,
thanks for being on the live with me today, bro.
Yeah, man. Looks like we've gone on for damn near 3 hours. So
almost 3 hours. I need to go eat my tiny little dinner.
I'm tired of myself. So y'all got to be tired of me by now.
Yeah. No. Thank everyone for joining us, or whoever's watching in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's halfway. We're halfway there, man.
Yep. Now we just got to get through some brutal, blazing summer.
Yeah.
But let's get through it fun. We're gonna get through it fun. We're gonna have some more lives. We're gonna have some fun.
It'll be worth
it. Creepy, right? We're gonna keep it creepy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good one.